Welcome back to Bravo Breaking News. I am your host, Kim, and it is time for another episode of Unpopular Opinions, my weekly show where I break down all of the top Bravo moments and news from the week and give my opinions on them all.
That's my opinion!
I hope you guys had a great weekend. I know I sure did because I spent it with someone who I think of as one of the greatest housewives of all time, and that is the one and only Countess Luan. Yes, I was actually invited by Live Nation to attend the Countess Cabaret in LA on Friday at the Wiltern. And let me just say, it was an epic night. This is actually my third time seeing Countess Luan. I got to do the meet and greet and meet her. She is absolutely fabulous. Everything you could ever expect. Guys, you cannot miss this tour. If you are a Housewives fan, this is like a dream night come true. If you're not following me on Instagram, head over there now. I did post a reel of all of the top moments of the show. I mean, the show absolutely brings it all. She does amazing covers. I'm talking about Man, I Feel Like a Woman, Lady Marmalade. Of course, we get Chic, C'est la vie, C'est bon, C'est bon, and Money Can't Buy You Class. She ends on that. I mean, it is just a fabulous night. But I will say, you just gotta set your expectations. I mean, are you going to expect some amazing vocal performance? No. How about an amazing dance number? Also, no. But are you going to be entertained? Absolutely 100%. I mean, let's be real. Countess Luan is a showman. She knows how to put on a show. And if you love the OG Roni women just like we do, I mean, this is the show for you. She leans in. She leans into all of her iconic moments, all of the best moments from the OG Roni years, and even is self-deprecating along the way, talking about it's about Tom, their divorce, their marriage, all of the above. I mean, I just love the fact that she just leans into all of that. She knows why she is famous, why people are coming for this show, and she definitely makes it well worth it. So if you were just looking for like a fun girls night or just want to like get out and be amongst fellow Bravo fans, this is it. Countess Luan is still on tour. I'm going to put the link for tickets in the description below. So head over there if you are interested. But guys, trust me, it will be a fun night. So head over there and grab tickets. Okay, now it is time to jump into the Bravo news of the week. We've got a lot going on, including Dorit's filing for divorce and a lot of details about that. I'm going to break down my thoughts about Paige's appearance on Watch What Happens Live, as well as my opinions about this week's Summer House, because guys, I have a lot of them. So sit back, relax, and hit that subscribe button so you don't miss any more Bravo breaking news. Okay, we got to start with the big news of the week, and that is, of course, Dorit officially filing for divorce from PK. And not only that, but she has retained one of the highest profile divorce lawyers in the country. Okay, let's start from the beginning. So, of course, we all know that Dorit has officially filed for divorce, but this came just hours after PK was spotted with a mystery woman by paparazzi in Beverly Hills. We got these grainy paparazzi photos. It is definitely giving Mauricio in the Mykonos airport, but the internet was quick to find out that the woman is actually 40-year-old Shayna Wall. I guess she was an Amazing Race contestant on season 12. I am not familiar with that show. I love reality TV, but I do not watch Amazing Race. But I guess she kind of is like Dorit's doppelganger. At least in these photos, she looks almost identical to Dorit. First of all, can I just ask, what is this woman doing with PK? I mean, what do these women actually even see in PK? I would get it if he had a lot of money, but what we know about him says that he actually isn't doing too well after all. I mean, I really don't know how they make their money. I still don't know what PK actually does for money, and I'm too lazy to actually look it up. I mean, we all know apparently he's Boy George's manager, but we also know that Boy George isn't getting a lot of work these days. Yes, he is an icon, but I just don't know how PK has the money and lives the lifestyle that he does. So that's the first question. The second question is, if it's not for the money, why does this woman want to be with PK? Does he have a great personality? I highly doubt it. Second of all, let's talk about the paparazzi photos in general. Like I said, it's definitely giving Mauricio in Mykonos, and I have all the same questions as I did about that photo, about this photo. Who took it? Is it really the paparazzi? I doubt that the paparazzi are just following PK Kemsley around Beverly Hills waiting to get a photo of him. They were either called by PK himself, by Shayna, his new woman, or I guess tipped off. I guess they were at Cipriani in Beverly Hills, which is kind of like a sceney place. So maybe somebody called them. But obviously, there's some sort of setup here, and I'm not buying it. And neither is Dorit, because just hours later, it dropped on TMZ that Dorit officially filed for divorce. The headline reads, Dorit Kemsley, now I'm done. Done with PK, files for divorce. The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills star filed her petition Friday in LA County, and according to the docs obtained by TMZ, she's asking for sole legal and physical custody of their two children, 11-year-old Jagger and 9-year-old Phoenix. In the divorce docs filed by Dorit's powerhouse attorney Samantha Spector, she requests spousal support from PK. They've been married since March 2015, so they're just over the 10-year mark, and they announced their separation in May 2024. Sources connected to the couple tell us they do not have a prenup. Okay, so a few things about this. Obviously, number one, Dorit is requesting sole custody of the kids. Oof, that is a major blow to PK. I mean, she's told us, over the years on Beverly Hills, especially this season, that PK maybe isn't the greatest dad. And I wonder if she was setting this kind of story up to make him out to be a bad dad in order to get full custody. We know he travels a lot. He's not always around. Apparently, he gets them once a week on Saturdays and sometimes isn't even in town for that. So I guess this makes sense. However, I don't think that PK is going to take this lightly. Second of all, they do not have a prenup. I mean, this is going to be messy. Again, I don't really know how much money is actually at stake here, but they do not have a prenup. So this is like the lines are blurred. This is definitely not going to be a smooth, easy, quick divorce. I have a feeling that this is going to take a very long time to finalize. And Dorit is not playing around because her attorney, Samantha Spector, actually represented both Amber Heard and Jenna Dewan in their divorces from Johnny Depp and Channing Tatum. So she is definitely not playing around. She's got one of the highest profile divorce attorneys in the country backing her up. So she is ready to go. Now, I will say about this as well. Props to Dorit for actually filing. Kyle, this same thing happened to Kyle. She saw a picture of Mauricio with another woman, and we're about a year after that actually happened, and she still hasn't filed for divorce. Dorit saw it and was like, nope, I am not waiting any longer. I am ready to do this. So props to Dorit for actually pulling the plug and making this decision so she can actually move on with her life. I feel like that is what Kyle needs to do right now. She needs to pull the plug. She needs to realize that Mauricio has moved on, is dating, is, kind of already, onto a different life while Kyle is still kind of in the past. So I really think that Kyle needs to follow in Dorit's footsteps and just pull the plug and move on already. PK responded to Dorit's filing on Instagram stories by saying, no one plays the victim better than the one who caused the damage. Excuse me, sir, are you really trying to tell us that Dorit is the one that caused all the damage in this relationship? Like, I don't know. I feel like this man, first we get a statement from him on the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills reunion, and now we get some snarky comment on Instagram stories. I mean, he is really trying to paint Dorit in a bad light. And I feel like no matter how hard he tries, no one is really ever going to believe that. I mean, I really don't believe that Dorit is the main reason that this relationship didn't work out. Do you? So this is all happening right now between Dorit and PK. And what's also happening right now are contract negotiations for the next season of The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. So I'm pretty sure this just secured Dorit's contract as if it was in question anyway. I mean, in my opinion, she had a fabulous season last season. And going through this divorce, I think is definitely going to make this season one for the books once again. Okay, let's jump over to kind of the second top news story of the week, which would have been the top other than Dorit's divorce, and that is Paige's appearance on Watch What Happens Live. You guys know I'm a giggler, I'm a Paige stan. I have been waiting for her to sit down in that chair in the clubhouse on Watch What Happens Live and mention it all since the breakup. So when this was announced, I was absolutely ecstatic that it was finally happening. And don't get me wrong, she spilled a lot of tea, but I thought that she actually handled all of Andy's questions with so much grace. Like, here's my opinion. I think that her waiting so long to come on Watch What Happens Live, yes, it was time so she could promote her new book. She is definitely on the press tour for How to Giggle. But I think all of the time that has passed was actually a good PR move for her as well, because she came on there so confident, so positive. You know, if it was just a couple weeks after the breakup, you know, she would have been raw. She would have been angry. You know, she might have said things that she didn't mean. But the fact that it's like 4 or 5 months later at this point, I think that she's definitely moved far beyond this and can kind of speak to it in a different light now. So Andy, right off the bat, asks her the number one question. Everyone wants to know, were you the breadwinner in the relationship? Her response, well, yeah, I work more, so why would I not be? I mean, shots fired right off the back, but in a so subtle way. Like she always throws shade in the most classy way. I just love it. But she's basically implying that Craig doesn't work as much as she does. And I've said this before, I'll say it again, guys. Yes, Craig is successful. But Paige is absolutely on another level. I mean, these Instagram influencers, Paige is so much more than that, but she is getting paid bank for these sponsorship deals, especially the commercial with Tresemme, all of her other brand stuff for Amazon too. I mean, she is raking it in, guys. She also confirms that the breakup was not mutual. She does say that she is the one that pulled the plug. However, she does think that Craig was playing the victim when saying this. She's also leaning into Craig being a liar. I mean, number one, Andy asks her, what did you think about Craig's comments during the Southern Charm reunion? She responds basically saying, what a fun story, basically implying that all of it was made up. Of course, he asks her about getting married at BravoCon. And of course, I know this was a joke, guys. She was like, do I look like the type of person that would have convention center on their wedding invitation? He also asked her about the whole Kyle thing, all right? Because Kyle called Craig a liar. He said, what do you think about that? She said, I think Kyle hit the nail on the head. It almost seems to me that Paige had to do a lot of covering up for Craig. I think Craig, while he may not be an outright liar, we have heard from his own mouth that he is a lawyer and a storyteller and an embellisher. So I have a feeling that this whole time, Paige has had to cover up a lot of the things that Craig has said and done. She confirms she's dating people. It's not that serious, but she is certainly having a good time. And she said that she's actually happy that Craig has a new girlfriend. Now, about the cheating rumors, I always said that I thought that Craig didn't have to be the one to come out and deny the cheating rumors. I mean, he's not the one that started them. They were broken up. It is not his responsibility to come out and defend Paige. I kind of feel like she felt the same way, though her response was basically, I wish Craig didn't lean into the rumors. I'm not really sure exactly how he leaned into the rumors by not saying anything at all about them, but that's neither here nor there. The number one misconception that she wants to clear up, and I know a lot of you guys have this same opinion. She says that she actually loved Craig. She loved him. She wanted to marry him. They were in a real relationship. But we were watching her this past summer in the summer house going through these emotions in real time. This is how she felt. This is what she was feeling in the moment. And we kind of saw the demise of their relationship happen on Summer House in real time. And I believe it, guys. I never thought that this was a fake relationship or that she was using him. To be honest, I don't think she needs to use anybody to be successful in her career. I mean, Giggly Squad is what it is, with or without Craig. He basically had nothing to do with that. She built that all on her own. And I just think we should nip that story in the bud. Would she have chosen Andrea over Craig looking back? She said no. And her final words to Craig were, I wish him well, in a Gwyneth Paltrow type of way. Like, honestly, iconic. I thought she did absolutely amazing in this appearance. And guess what, guys? The following day, they filmed the summer house reunion. So I know we are going to get more tea about the breakup then. And I am still seated. I do have some opinions about the reunion and the seating chart that they dropped, but first, let's talk a little bit about the episode. And when I say episode, I mean Jesse Solomon. I feel like every other week, I just have to go on a rant about Jesse Solomon just to get the fury and rage in my heart off of my chest because this man makes me so angry. We have seen a lot of gaslighting and a lot of manipulation on Bravo, especially from the men of Bravo. But guys, I feel like Jesse Solomon may take the cake. Watching him and Lexi's relationship, the ups, the downs, the lying, the gaslighting, it's almost too much to watch. I mean, it is so obvious to me. Is it obvious to anybody else that Jesse just went exclusive with her to sleep with her? I mean, that is the only reason why he is with her. He doesn't want a girlfriend. He doesn't want to be in a committed relationship. He's out there getting his toe sucked and flirting with Sierra and downplaying all of that. Meanwhile, he is exacerbating everything that Lexi does. And that's only asking him to not comment on other girls' posts that you're looking sexy right now. I mean, I think that's just what a girlfriend would ask a boyfriend to do once you get into a relationship. I think those are normal relationship things. I know I've said not so nice things about Lexi in the past, but honestly, my opinion of her has changed 180. I really like Lexi, actually. I think she's handling this relationship well, even though she is completely blinded by all of Jesse's lying and gaslighting and manipulation. Why can't she see it? And then Jesse has the audacity to say, oh, I was planning to leave here boyfriend and girlfriend this weekend, but I guess not. Man, you had no plans to leave that house as boyfriend and girlfriend this weekend. You are once again manipulating this woman into thinking that she is the problem. No, Jesse, you are the problem. God, I mean, like, we are also watching the whole Jackson Brittany stuff go down on the Valley, but for some reason, the stuff with Jesse Solomon like hits harder almost because we thought he was better than this. Like, we thought he was a different type of guy from what we saw in season 1 or his first season last season. But what we're seeing right now, I shouldn't be surprised. I shouldn't be surprised at what we're seeing. And honestly, neither should Lexi. I'm with Paige. Lexi, get the F out. I mean, I know they're not together in real time, but still, I am screaming at Lexi in this moment to please just break it off. Move on. You do not need this man in your life. We also got a cameo from the one and only Tom Schwartz on Summer House, and I have a little opinion about that because he also popped up, of course, on the Valley. He's also on the Valley After Show. He was spotted in New York hanging out with some Below Deck, Southern Charm, and Southern Hospitality cast members. I mean, he's kind of everywhere right now, and I gotta say, I think he deserves this time to kind of pop in between shows, make some cameos, make some appearances, and kind of find his new place in the Bravo world. I kind of feel bad for Schwartz. I think that Sandoval definitely drug him down to the bottom, to the sewer, to the very, very bottom of Bravo men. And I think Schwartz is actually better than that. So to kind of see him making appearances, still kind of maintaining friendships with some of the people in the group and popping up on different shows, I actually don't hate it. Though I do wonder where he will end up. He doesn't quite fit in on the Valley. So what is Schwartz's future with Bravo? I don't know. Let me know what you think in the comments. Okay, let's also talk about the Summer House reunion because that did film this past Thursday and they dropped the seating chart. And I have a lot of questions about this seating chart. Like, what the hell is going on? Okay, I know that Paige deserves first seat. That is not my issue. No offense. I love Amanda Batula with all of my heart. Why is she in the other first chair next to Andy? What did she bring this season in order to deserve that? I feel like Lexi might deserve that first chair or even Sierra. I don't know. I feel like Lexi is third or fourth down on the couch as well as Jesse when they were the focus of the season. Come on, Bravo. I mean, I know you're giving it to the veterans who, yes, deserve to be, next to Andy. But in this case, maybe they can be second, third chair. I feel like personally, there were better options for that other first chair next to Andy. My vote, honestly, might have been Jesse Solomon. I don't know. I feel like it might have been Paige, Lexi on one side and Jesse and Sierra on the other. Honestly, I feel like those were the main focus of the show and they deserve to be next to Andy. So I don't know what the hell is up with the seating chart. Honestly, maybe it'll make more sense as the season progresses, but I don't know. What you doing, Bravo? We also, of course, have Imrul on the very end. And it's kind of seeming like he might not have even been there the entire reunion. Jesse posted a photo post reunion of him and the boys actually hanging out with Andy at Corner Bistro after the reunion. We have Kyle, Carl, West, and Jesse and Andy having a little guys' night. I love to see it. But obviously, not pictured is Imrul. Shout out to our girl Cece Loves You on Instagram for getting the tea. She actually asked him, and he said, I left early a few hours before they wrapped, so that's part of it. Part of it, so not all of it, or I don't know. I'm going to chalk it up to that and move on. It's all good. I'm so glad I did it and got some publicity and a platform for my English school. That was always my big goal in all of this. So it definitely sounds like Imrul wasn't there for the entire reunion, was asked to leave early, and might think that he might not be returning for next season. I know, once again, I've talked a lot of shit about Imrul. I mean, he's basically using the house as his personal brothel and really hasn't really connected with the cast a whole lot. So I'm not really sure why he's on the show. But part of me does feel bad because I think that that might be how he is being edited. It's all about how you are being edited. And it kind of feels like the editors are leaning into this whole sexcapade storyline with Imrul when maybe he actually offered more than that. I don't know. I'm interested to see what he brings to the reunion, but it kind of sounds like, guys, he may be another one and done Summer House cast member. Okay, moving on. I don't know if you guys saw this, but there is actually a really fun rumor going around about a new Housewives spinoff that is supposed to be filming this summer. I kind of feel like we're in a little bit of a dry spell with Housewives. I mean, right now we pretty much only have Atlanta on. Is that right? Beverly Hills just finished. We really haven't had any news on the future of New Jersey or New York, which I think is in question as well. We do have Miami premiering soon. Love Hotel is premiering tonight, Sunday. Guys, I'm filming this Sunday. I know this drops on Monday, but I am so excited to watch that. So it looks like to fill a little bit of the void, Bravo might be filming a new Housewives spinoff, and it is one that we have not seen before. According to Bravo and Cocktails, new Housewives spinoff Wife Swap filming this summer, where the housewives will trade places with families like ABC's Wife Swap. The alleged housewives, okay, Emily Simpson, of course, with Shane, Melissa Gorga with Joe, Wendy Osefo with Happy Eddie, and Angie Katsanavas with Sean. Honestly, guys, if this is true, I am going to watch the shit out of this show. This is a genius idea. I really, really hope it's true. And the casting, I think they picked some amazing couples. I mean, they bring the laughs, they bring the positivity. All of these couples have very strong marriages and great sense of humors. I am so excited for this show. Like, are they actually going to be flying the wives to the different cities? Are the husbands going to be the ones swapping the lives? Like, I don't know. I don't really know how this is going to be set up. I don't watch the original Wife Swap. Of course, I know what it's all about, but it will be very, very interesting to see how this goes down. I mean, not only are these wives some of the best wives, in my opinion, they are all so different and live such different lives. I mean, I think that this is such a genius idea, and I am very excited. Bravo. If anyone can confirm if this is true, please let me know because I am waiting with bated breath to see if this is true. I feel like with Real Housewives of Ultimate Girls Trip kind of on pause because of all of the Brandi Glanville, Caroline Manzo drama. We've got Love Hotel. We need to take these women and put them in other situations with these spinoffs We need to take advantage of all of these women, these cast members that make such great TV, and put them on any show possible. Any show. The Traitors, Love Hotel, another season of Crappy Lake. I'll take it. I love these fun spinoffs. I want more of them. And I am definitely excited to see this one come to fruition. And for our final update of the week, we have a positive update about Teddi Mellencamp. I am so excited to share this news. I'm sure you guys saw it on social media, but if you didn't, Teddi is actually revealing some really good news about her cancer diagnosis. She posted this reel to Instagram stories.
Really exciting news, everyone. Honestly, the crying is already done, but I just finished with all of my scans and my tumors have significantly shrunk, which doctors believe means that this all will work and that I will be back to myself.
With the caption, "One update I couldn't wait to share. All tumors stage 4, metastasized melanoma in my brain and lungs shrunk or disappeared. So I have 6-ish more weeks of immunotherapy and doctors believe I will be healed if everything stays on course. Thank you to everyone who has sent their love, prayers, and positivity." I could not be happier to hear this news, and I'm sure Teddi and her friends and family are too. I mean, this is the best case scenario. The last update we got when Teddi did that interview with Us Weekly was that the doctors told her that she had a 50-50 chance to live. Can you imagine hearing that? That has got to be some of the most terrible news that you could ever receive. And the fact that she has been living through this every day, wondering if she is going to live through this. And then to get this news, I mean, is just absolutely fabulous. I could not wish any more good for Teddi going through this right now. She deserves all of the well wishes and prayers. And it sounds like her positivity is actually one of the factors that might have helped her get to this point. So I am really excited to hear that news and end this episode on a high note. Teddi, we are all continuing to pray for you and wish you all the best. And I hope that this journey for you is almost over. So that's it for this week's Unpopular Opinions. As always, drop your opinions in the comments. Do you agree with me? Do you not? I'll be here to mention it all every week, so make sure you guys hit that subscribe button so you don't miss any more Bravo breaking news. We will also be back next week with our co-host Lisa to cover the Valley, so make sure you tune into that, and I'll see you guys next time.